You know you fucked up when a man my age is aware that Katy Perry is touring right now. I don't think a single man my age should know this information. I mean, I have a job, I have responsibilities, I got bills to pay. And it's very apparent that they sent Katy Perry to space, but they sent a fucking alien back down to Earth. This is all copyrighted music, so I'll just be talking over this. But for those of you who don't know, Katy Perry, these sick dance moves that she's doing right here, they're going viral. And she's on her Lifetimes tour, which I think she might have been promoting with her trip to space, because a lot of this tour, it's all space themed. But she's going viral for many reasons, but it's kind of just like the combination of her overdoing the outfits and then underdoing the energy, like this fucking little jump right here. The choreography, you would think fucking JoJo Siwa did it. Like this fucking pose right here. What is this? Other than an attempt to stink up the room. But believe it or not, it gets a lot worse than this. And like I said before, it's space themed. So of course you got to have the double-sided red lightsaber. And she's putting it to shame. That's a legendary weapon right there. She's running like she has fucking cement in her boots. It's hard to watch, really. And the way she bends underneath this guy like an old man. Look how she, oh man, she just looks so stiff. It's a shame. Darth Maul, his cut in half body is rolling in its fucking grave watching this. And seeing this is kind of making me empathize with Anakin slaughtering those younglings, because maybe this is the vision he saw. Maybe he saw the future, he saw this and figured, I'm not taking a chance. I'm killing all these little fuckers. Now I want to hop into what her fans are saying about this, because there's some interesting reactions to this performance. But first, I gotta show you this. This might be the highlight. She has a lightsaber duel with one of those fucking things, like one of those ventilation things in your fucking ceiling. Like, you know, when you have an unfinished basement or you're in a warehouse, you often see these things hanging from the ceiling. That's what they went with for the space worm. So I guess the budget, it all got spent on the 50 guys who she hired to chase her around the stage, and they had nothing left for the space worm. And then you have this like Matrix thing she keeps doing where she throws the Matrix numbers behind her, but the only pill that this crowd is going to take from Morpheus is a fucking cyanide pill. Her fans, obviously a little disappointed. This one saying, genuinely, how does one fall off so badly? She was one of my favorite singers as a kid. How has her career come to this? To which this response was really interesting because it sparked my interest in a topic I had no idea about. Alicia B says, to me, it was when she had the blonde pixie. For some reason, it changed her into an annoying person. Then, she was fighting old people for houses. So then I looked into that, and I found out some pretty crazy shit. And this isn't news by any means, but I don't know much about Katy Perry, so it's fucking news to me. So I figured I'd share it with you guys. For those of you who aren't aware of this, Katy Perry sued a disabled veteran for $6 million over a dispute with a home. Here's the guy here. I mean, shit, man. I'm only laughing because, fuck, it's fucked up. More specifically, it says the two parties have been locked in a legal feud since 2020 when Wes Scott, that is the disabled veteran, signed a deal to sell his sprawling 8.9-acre property to Perry and Orlando Bloom, her husband, during the pandemic. It goes on to say, however, he later claimed that his judgment had been impaired as a result of a slew of health issues he is battling, saying he was not in the right headspace to enter a contract at the time. As a result, Westcott was slapped with a lawsuit from the singer and her legal team. So she sued a fucking dude on his deathbed with neurological issues, veteran. I mean, PR disaster right there. In December of 2023, Perry and Bloom were declared the legal owners of the gated mansion following a 4-year legal battle. And after getting the keys to the property, Perry launched a large-scale lawsuit against Westcott through her team, claiming that the disabled veteran owes her $6 million. Holy shit, a claim that his family is disputing. And Katy Perry's hatred for the elderly does not end there. This is fucking insane, this story right here. It says, the last living nun who fought Katy Perry's purchase of a Los Angeles covenant says the singer has blood on her hands. And wait until you fucking hear this. The last living nun of the covenant who fought Katy Perry's purchase of a Los Angeles property isn't giving up on the feud. Sister Rita Callahan told the New York Post that the singer has blood on her hands after the lengthy legal battle over the former house of Sisters of the Most Holy and Immaculate Heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary in Los Angeles. So once again, Katy Perry suing some geriatrics over a fucking home. This bitch sounds fucking evil. The home is back on the market after years of legal troubles and more than a year and a half after the 89-year-old sister Catherine Rose Holzman died in March of 2018 while in court battling Perry's lawyers. So a nun died, dropped dead in court while speaking out against Katy Perry's lawyers, being like, hey, please stop the lawsuit, and then literally fucking died in court. So, Katy Perry, I don't feel so bad about people shitting on your bullshit, underprepared fucking tour money grab. She has no fucking soul in her eyes. You could tell she's fucking dead inside. Fuck Katy Perry. But enough of that. I got a little bit sidetracked. Let's get back to what her fans are saying. This person's saying, opening night, and this is the energy she's giving, she ain't gonna make it the whole tour. And that's something I didn't even think about. In theory, you should have the most energy in the first show. And the energy she shows is just, she's collecting a paycheck. I mean, the performance was so bad that if Neil deGrasse Tyson himself was in the crowd, he would have fell out of love with space. He would have said, fuck it, I think I like dinosaurs now. This Katy Perry fan says, all this production, but the thing that feels weird is her energy level is like at a 4 out of 10. Like how I walk into work on a Monday morning. And speaking of production, she did fly in on a giant dragonfly looking thing, which that's pretty cool. But I think the ultimate conclusion here is that she didn't rehearse for this. It looks like she's doing it just for a paycheck. And now I know Katy Perry is not the best person. Because suing a veteran, that's one thing. But suing a nun and a veteran, she's trying to collect the infinity stones of people who you shouldn't be suing. I think a child with cancer is probably next on her list. Yeah, so needless to say, I don't really feel bad for her. But, at the very least, she has a job to fall back on if this whole music thing doesn't work out. Because, after all, she is an astronaut. If you made it to the end, thank you guys so much for watching. And maybe I'll see you next time.